In this video, we will learn all about the fault, P0602. What does it mean? Symptoms, causes, and how to solve it. We also respond frequent questions related to this error. First, what does error code P0602 mean? Error code P0602 indicates a programming problem with the Engine Control Module, ECM, also known as the PCM, Powertrain Control Module. Specifically, this code indicates that the ECM has an error in its engine control programming, which may be due to incorrect programming, memory corruption, or a failure related to a software update. The ECM is the brain of the vehicle, responsible for managing several vital engine systems, such as fuel injection, ignition, and emission systems. A P0602 code means that this brain is not functioning optimally, which can affect vehicle performance. What are the symptoms of a P0602 error? Difficulty starting the vehicle, loss of power or difficulty accelerating, rough engine running, such as jerking or jerking, excessive fuel consumption, transmission operating erratically, including rough or incorrect shifting. Important, the solution for this DDC varies by vehicle. If you want a custom DDC repair manual for your make, model, and year, order it here. I've left the link in the description and in the pinned comment. What causes can generate DDC code P0602? Error in ECM reprogramming or flashing. ECM memory corruption, caused by electrical failures or interruptions during programming. Internal failure in the ECM due to faulty components. Power interruptions or wiring problems affecting the ECM. Unauthorized modifications or adjustments to the ECM software, such as the use of power chips or unauthorized calibrations. What are the possible solutions for OBD2 code P0602? Reprogram the ECM with the latest version of software provided by the manufacturer. Inspect the ECM wiring and connectors for damage or loose connections, repairing as necessary. Perform an ECM reset to clear the code and check if the error reappears. Replace the ECM if an internal fault is detected that cannot be corrected through reprogramming. Consult an automotive programming specialist to ensure the correct calibration has been installed in the ECM. We will answer some frequently asked questions. Can a vehicle with a P0602 code be driven? Although it is possible to drive a vehicle with a P0602 code, it is not recommended to do so for long periods of time. Since this code affects the functioning of the ECM, you could experience loss of performance, increased fuel consumption, and possible problems with the transmission or emission system. These problems can worsen over time if the fault is not resolved. Therefore, it is advisable to address the situation as soon as possible to avoid further damage or a situation where the vehicle will not start at all. Which sensors are related to the P0602 fault? The P0602 code is not directly linked to a specific sensor, as its source is the ECM or PCM. However, the ECM collects information from several key sensors to control the engine and transmission. Sensors that could be indirectly affected by this code include the crankshaft position sensor, the mass airflow (MAF) sensor, the engine temperature sensor, among others. If the ECM is not functioning properly, it could incorrectly process data from these sensors, exacerbating symptoms. How much would it cost to repair fault P0602? The cost of repairing fault P0602 can vary considerably, depending on the cause of the problem. If the ECM simply needs to be reprogrammed, the cost can be between $80 and $150, depending on the shop and the time required to perform the update. If the ECM is damaged and needs to be replaced, the cost can increase significantly, as a new or rebuilt ECM can cost between $300 and $800, plus labor to install and reprogram the new module. Therefore, the repair range for this code can vary from $100 to $1,000 in the most severe cases. Without further ado, I hope this video has been useful to you and you can solve your problem. See you in a next video. Bye-bye.